Hello and welcome to the Cake Calendar tutorial. This is the main view of the Cake Calendar where you first see when you start up the program. Let's take a little tour around. In the center right here, this is the main view. This switches out between month, week, and day views. We'll go over that in a moment. And right here you have the context pane. This tells you all the information about a certain event. And at the bottom right here is the mini month. So let's go over the main pane first. As you can see, we're currently in month view. To change the month or the year, you have these buttons at the top, left or right, respectively in either months or years. Now, if we go to day view is quite simple. At the top here, you've got buttons that you can press to go left or right one day, forward or ahead in time. On your left here you have times of any events that you have scheduled, and in the center here we don't have any events scheduled at the moment, but you would see events scheduled right here. Now, week view is almost entirely the same as day view, but it's just 7 day views put together. As you can see here, that Wednesday is currently gray. That's because that is the current day that we have selected. Let's go back to month view and talk a little bit about the mini month. Mini month is integrated with the entire calendar. In the mini month, as you can see, today is currently the 3rd, and it's also the current day we have selected, so it is red and bold inside the mini month here. If we change today to the 12th, as you can see, the 3rd is still red because that is the current day, but 12th is bold because that's the current day we have selected. And as you can see, when we did that, that also changed the month view to the current day. So whenever one changes, the other one will change as well. As with the regular month view, you also have the commands in the mini month to move forward or ahead 1 month or 1 year respectively. Now, using both the month view and the mini month view, you can double click on a certain day and go directly to the day view for that day. Go back to month and show you how in mini month it does the same thing. Now, we don't have any events scheduled at the moment now. So let's say that today we are going to have dinner. Using the context pane here, we enter our information. Note that only subject is the only field that is required for this. Location and description can both be left blank, but let's put some information here. So we'll have dinner at Mom's house. Description, we'll have dinner with Mom and Uncle Freddy. Now, as you can see, we've now filled in the information, but there's still some information missing. The current date up here is automatically set for us on whatever current date we have selected, but the boxes right below here are where we would enter the time. So let's say we're going to have dinner at 6 p.m. We can simply type it in, 6 p.m. and let's say that dinner is going to end at 8:30 p.m. We'll simply put that information in, click add event, and as you notice in month view, that has been updated with our event. Now if we go to day view, you can see it's down at the bottom here, but you might have noticed we can't see the entire day view at the moment. Well, that's simple enough to fix. Simply use your mouse scroll wheel and scroll down to go down in time, or scroll up to go up in time. If you also hold control while you're using your mouse wheel, that will scroll in or out. Now, we've clicked the event. Turns a dark blue color to tell us that that event is selected, and here in the context pane we can now see everything about this event. So we can edit the event, edit the date. So let's say that dinner is actually going to end at 9 p.m. Well, we can simply delete everything here and put in 900p, which is a valid way of representing a time. Click update event, and the event is now from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. But what if we wanted to move the event forward to 5 p.m. Well, we could edit this to say 5 p.m., the start time to say 5 p.m., and the end time to say 8 p.m., or you can simply drag the event. To drag the event, simply grab it with your mouse and move up. Release your mouse and it will move up. Now, let's scroll out a little bit and we'll go back to month view. What are some other events that we can add though? Well, let's say that every Tuesday during the month of March, we're going to go golfing. So, we'll say subject, golfing, and we'll say it's going to start at 10 a.m. and it's going to end at 1:20 p.m. Now, as you can see, this is only going to add it for the current day, which is of course the 2nd of March. We want to add this as a recurring event, which means it will occur more than once in a certain time period. To do that, you got to click the recurring event box. Now, there are several ways we can do this. We have weekday events, which you simply click the button that corresponds to what weekday you want this event to occur on. You can click multiple buttons. For example, we could have it every Tuesday and Thursday, but since we only want it on Tuesday, we'll only select Tuesday. Other ways you can do it, every n days, which is similar. For example, every 5 days, an event that happens on Monday will then happen on Friday, and from Friday it will then happen on Tuesday, etc., etc. Nth day of the month, pretty simple too. For example, if you have an event every 12th, you can do that. Custom recurring events, we're not going to go over. If you would like more information, please view our help. So, let's say this is going to happen every Tuesday in the month of March. Now, we need to set the end date. This occurs when exactly the event is going to end. So this event is going to end on the 31st of March. You'll notice that the 31st of March is a Wednesday, but due to recurring events only happening on Tuesday, this will not happen on Wednesday at all. So now we click Add Event, and we can see that golfing has been added to our calendar every Tuesday in the month of March. Now, what else can we do? Well, there are several other features that the Cake calendar has that are useful to know. For example, this Today button right up here will bring you right to the current day in whatever view you're in. So if we click the Today view, it brings us immediately to Wednesday, March 3rd. If, for example, we went to June 2012 and then click Today, we immediately come back to March 2010. This happens for whatever view we're in. Go back to June 2012 and then click the 6th of June, then click Day. You'll notice it says June 6th up here, and we click Today, and now we can see we're back at March 3rd, 2010 with dinner happening tonight. So, a few final features of the Cake calendar that are useful. We do have the ability to import from ICS, another popular calendar format. You can also export your calendar as a PDF. You can also merge two Cake calendars together. That is, you can have one calendar open. If you merge it with another calendar, both those calendars' data will both be in one file. So, which is useful if you've made more than one calendar and you need to have them as one calendar. Now, you can also open a new calendar. This is also related to our multiple calendar feature, which allows you to have multiple calendars open at one time. Now, if we open a file, it's going to ask us to rename this calendar. So we're just going to call this calendar Cake. Okay? Now, we're going to open up a new calendar. I'm going to open up my schedule for last quarter, and we'll go to December. As you can see, this is my schedule for last quarter. Now, to change to the calendar we were using, Cake, we simply go to Calendar up here and click Cake. Notice how the calendar data is separate across both calendars. So if you change your current day or your current month in one calendar, it will not be updated in the other one.